So audio is very important. I've been preaching that a lot here on this YouTube channel. And having a great pair of microphones enhance your performance quality. As you know, I believe that audio is more important than video. But if you're on a quest as a content creator to up your audio game, right? They have a lot of options out there. So today I'm reviewing the Comica BoomX-D2 PRO wireless system here. Now Comica sent this out to me for review, but as you know, all my thoughts and opinion is mine. So let's go and explore these Comica Boom D2 Pros. Let's have some fun. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So this entire video is being recorded using the Comica Boom D2 Pros. I have this system connected to my Zoom F6 raw sound, but if I do some processing, right, I will have a lower third. And as a content creator, adding processing does enhance the audio quality. And again, if I add some equalization and some enhancements, I would leave it down on the lower third. So let's talk more about the Comica. So the Comica Boom D2 Pro is a 2.4 gigahertz dual channel wireless system. It comes with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. Now the transmitter is at 48 kilohertz at 16 bits. Now it has a frequency response of 80 hertz to 20 kilohertz and a signal to noise ratio of about 70 dBA weighted. It has a max SPL of 110 dBs, a dynamic range of 86 dBs. Now the portal pattern is omnidirectional. Now as far as battery life, it has a 330 milliamp battery that can record up to 4.5 hours and a total of 15 hours of battery life here. Now one of the biggest features of this setup here is the ability to record internally. Both transmitters has 16 gigs of storage for up to 48 hours of recording. And lastly, the screens is okay, right? It's not touch screen, but you can see the screens. Nah, broad daylight, you have some issues here, but we're gonna talk more about the Comica. So those are the specs. Okay, so let's go over this entire system, which is pretty neat. Now, this is supposed to be a pro system because every time you hear the word pro, we're going to treat it like a pro system. So you got 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. You got a whole lot of accessories here that comes with it for the unboxing experience. So we're going to talk about it. Now, I do have the receiver connected to the F6, right? That's recording this entire thing. But I do have independent recording going on here because the Comica Boom X-D2 Pros have internal recording. Fantastic. Most of us pros love that. Now, I'm recording separate tracks and I'm going to configure them in post to give you the best quality, period. But most of this entire video I shot and have everything raw. But if I put some equalization and enhancements, again, I will have a lower third to let you guys know exactly what I'm doing. So let's talk about this system, right? This is going to be the transmitter. It comes with 2 transmitters. On the right side, you have your power button and you have your denoise button, your pairing button. On this side, you have your record button and USB port here. Now, the USB port is pretty neat. You could use it for charging or you could use it as an audio interface. Fantastic. Pros love that. And at the top, you got your microphone and you have your lavalier ports. It's a locking lavalier port, which is really nice. So this is a lavalier mic that comes included. And when you stick it in, okay. So it locks. Some of the wireless system has the turning mechanism, but this system right here, it locks. So it won't come out. So if you put this on a bride or a groom or something, rest assured you are fine. This would not come out. And you just squeeze it and it comes right out. let's talk about the receiver, right? So the receiver here has your power button and a mode button, because right now I'm doing it in stereo. So you can go mono stereo, which is really nice. You have your AB, and you can sync either one of them, which is nice. You also have a USB, and you can also use this for your computer for audio interface, and all of them got clips on the back. So there it is, right? So let's talk about the unboxing experience, right? You get two 3.5 millimeter TRS to TRRS cables. One is going to be for your camera and one is going to be for your cell phone. So it comes with that, which is really nice. It comes with two lavalier mics. It comes with two wind muffs, and it comes with a three-way connector, right? So you can connect all three devices to one port, which is absolutely neat. So it comes with that, and it also comes with the user manual and warranty cards and a little sticker here, right? And it comes with the case. Now the case is pretty neat. I think it's a missed opportunity that this case doesn't charge. Now I did a video on the Comica Q, right? The Vimo Q, and it did have a charging case, but this one does not have a charging case. So just so you know, but the battery life so far has been pretty good here on this system. But let's go and test out the capability of the unit itself. What you've been listening to is the lavalier mic. Let me go to the switch to the other transmitter. All right, so what you're listening to right now is the transmitter. Now, listen, this is a Pro series of devices. Most professionals will take this audio, this raw audio, and put it in post and do equalization, enhancements, add gates, add compressions and stuff like that. So even though you listen to the raw sound, most of this video, most professionals, including me, I would never have raw sound. I will always use equalization, enhancements, compressions, gates, and everything else in between and sync it with my video. So this, so you know, even though you may get a nice sound quality with it, or it may be a dull sound quality, rest assured you that in post, we will take care of it. All right, so let's go back to the lavalier mic. So what you're listening to right now is the lav mic. Now, one of the unique things that I like about this, right, is again, the internal recording. If by the chance I lose signal, by the chance something goes wrong, you have that internal file with you all the time, which is really nice. So all I would have had to do is connect this to my computer and get the file off of this unit and be good to go, which is absolutely fantastic. So it's kind of a redundancy here, right? You can record on both transmitters and the signal is going to the receiver, and the receiver is going into any kind of recording device like your camera, or I'm using the F6. So you will have a lot of redundancy that you can sync up in post, which is absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, so that's going to be the unboxing experience and me going over the transmitters and the receivers. All right, guys, so here it is. I'm out here at the park, and one of the things I want to do is test the Comica out here in a different element, right? What I want to do is do the distance test, and also I want to let you guys hear the difference between the unit itself and lavalier mic, which I have both of the units on, and I'm recording in both of the units, which is a unique feature. I'm also recording in my Zoom F6. So in all, I'm recording 3 tracks. I'm doing a stereo track on the Zoom F6 with the receiver, and I have the 2 transmitters, and I'm recording them independently, which is absolutely nice. So let's go to talk about the Comica as I move back, right? And as I move back, one of the things that I always like to test when I do these videos, these wireless mic videos, is the distance test. Now, it's supposed to be line of sight, which you have to understand. If you lose line of sight, you will have signal issues. But With the Comicas, you can record internally. So if I lose line of sight, I'm able to recover the audio using the units itself. Now, both of the units have 16 gigs of storage, which you definitely can get through a shoot with these microphones, which is great. But the sound quality is pretty good. But let's go to test out the denoise. All right, so I have one of the transmitters, and it's a one-click button for denoise. Okay, so what you're listening to right now is one of the transmitters in denoise. This is supposed to stop some of the ambience noise around, and it's only focused on the voice. You guys let me know down in the comments, how do you like this sound? I think I've been listening to it, the denoise sound okay, right? It does what it have to do. But yeah, this is denoise. And you probably will want to use something like this in an element like this, outside with a lot of wind blowing and stuff like that. So let me go and take it off of denoise. Okay, so I'm off of denoise. Now, one of the things that I do want to mention, right, is that it's very difficult to see the screen when I'm in direct sunlight. But I mean, it's difficult to see the screen on my smartphone too. So in direct sunlight, you will have just a little difficulty reading the screen. But all you have to do is make sure you set it up properly before you put it on your tablet. So this is pretty good. All right, so here it is. This is going to be the Comica, right? You guys let me know down in the comments below, how do you like the outside element and everything else in between? Okay, so let's talk about the pros and cons, right? First, the pros, the sound quality, very good here, right? This entire video was from these microphones, and I could tell you that it does sound very good. Next, the system comes complete with lavalier mics, cables, and more. So this is a pro setup, right? Which I really do like. So the next pro is internal recording. That is kind of a must for professionals to make sure that you got a solid recording if you lose wireless signals, right? So that is very, very good, and that is a pro. And lastly, the price, $179 is a great price for a dual channel setup here, right? This is great for podcasting. If you have two people here and y'all kind of having some fun, you have two transmitters and one receiver, and that is good. That is a pro. So let's talk about some of the cons, right? First, the carrying case, right? This carrying case is not a charging case. Now, I reviewed the Vivo Q, and that wireless setup has a charging case. It's kind of a missed opportunity here that this case right here is not a charging case for the receivers and transmitters. And lastly, the sample rate, right? Kind of a con, 16-bit, right? Which is pretty low for professionals. Most professionals like their audio at least 24-bit. Again, this is supposed to be a professional product. So most professionals will edit their audio in post, right? And 16-bit sample rate is a bit difficult to enhance the sound with equalization, compressions, and stuff like that. So hopefully the next version will up the game a little bit when it comes down to sample rates. Because listen, even though this system sounds good at 16-bit, but once you start adding equalization and compressions and gates and all that stuff like that, you will run into some problems with this setup. But overall, how do you like the sound of the Comica? Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Comica BoomX-D2 Pros in all its glory. I will leave all product links down in the description below. This is Eric. See you guys on the next video. Peace.